Hey fact fans, did you know you're literally made of stardust? Yep, the atoms in your body were born in stars billions of years ago. And that's just the start. Let's dive into 10 mind-blowing facts that'll make you see the world differently. We're gonna cover some serious ground here, from the air you breathe to the depths of the universe. So buckle up, fact fans, and prepare for a wild ride through the astonishing corners of our universe. Okay, fact fans, let's kick things off with a breath of fresh air. Billions of years ago, long before humans even existed, tiny organisms called cyanobacteria figured out this whole photosynthesis thing. They started churning out oxygen as a byproduct, filling the atmosphere with the stuff we need to survive. And get this, that very same oxygen is still circulating in our atmosphere today. That means with every breath you take, you're inhaling the same oxygen molecules that dinosaurs breathed. We're all part of this grand cosmic cycle connected by the very air we breathe. Let's talk about turtles for a second. Specifically their, shall we say, breathing techniques. Some turtle species have evolved this incredible ability called cloacal respiration. And yes, before you ask, it's exactly what it sounds like. These turtles can actually absorb oxygen through their butts. Their cloaca, which is a multi-purpose opening for waste removal and reproduction, is also lined with blood vessels that can extract oxygen from the water. This means they can stay submerged for months at a time, just chilling on the lake bed, breathing through their butts. We all learned about DNA in school, right? It's the blueprint of life, passed down from generation to generation. But here's the thing about DNA that they don't always tell you. It's also the most efficient data storage system in the known universe. Think about it. Every single cell in your body contains a complete copy of your DNA, all neatly packaged within the nucleus. Scientists estimate that a single gram of DNA can hold a staggering 215 petabytes of data. So yeah, DNA isn't just the blueprint of life, it's the ultimate hard drive. Ever feel like there just aren't enough hours in the day? Well, you might be onto something, because billions of years ago, a day on Earth was actually much shorter. Back in the early days of our solar system, when the Earth was still a young, hot mess, a day lasted only about 18 hours. So why were the days so much shorter back then? Well, it all comes down to our good friend the moon. The moon's gravitational pull creates tides, right? But those tides don't just affect the oceans. They also create a subtle drag on the Earth's rotation. Over millions of years, this drag has been gradually slowing down Earth's spin, like a cosmic brake pad. Immortality. It's the stuff of legends, of myths, of countless science fiction novels. But what if I told you that a creature exists right here on Earth that's essentially immortal? No, I'm not talking about vampires or mythical beings. I'm talking about a tiny, unassuming jellyfish called Turritopsis dohrnii. This little guy, also known as the immortal jellyfish, has figured out a way to cheat death. When faced with stress, injury, or even old age, it can revert back to its polyp stage, basically its juvenile form. It's like a biological time machine. Now they can still be killed by predators or disease, but technically they don't die of old age. Here's a thought that'll really make you feel connected to the universe. Every atom in your body, every element that makes up who you are, was once forged in the heart of a star. The calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the carbon that forms the very building blocks of life, all of it was created billions of years ago inside massive exploding stars called supernovae. These cosmic explosions scattered these elements across the universe, seeding the interstellar clouds of gas and dust that would eventually give rise to our solar system, our planet, and ultimately us. So the next time you look up at the stars, remember, you're not just looking at distant points of light. You are a part of this universe, and the universe is a part of you. When we think of the largest living organisms on Earth, we often picture giant whales or towering redwood trees. But what if I told you that the true champion of size is actually a fungus? It's true. Hidden beneath the Malheur National Forest in Oregon lies a sprawling network of honey mushrooms, known as Armillaria ostoyi. This massive fungal colony, nicknamed the humongous fungus, covers an area of over 2,385 acres. That's bigger than 1,600 football fields. It's been slowly spreading its mycelial network through the forest floor for millennia, absorbing nutrients and connecting trees in a vast underground web. You might think of yourself as a single entity, but here's a mind-blowing fact. Your body is actually a thriving ecosystem, home to trillions of bacteria, viruses, and fungi. In fact, for every human cell in your body, there are about 1.3 bacterial cells. That means you're carrying around more bacterial cells than you have human cells. But don't worry, most of these tiny passengers are actually beneficial. They help you digest your food, boost your immune system, and even influence your mood. You're a walking, talking metropolis of microbes, all working together to keep you alive and functioning. Here's a fun fact that's sure to make you the life of your next party. Bananas are radioactive. It's true. But before you swear off those potassium-rich snacks forever, let me explain. Bananas contain a naturally occurring isotope of potassium called potassium-40, which is mildly radioactive. But don't worry, the amount of radiation in a single banana is incredibly small, far too low to pose any harm to humans. Imagine a lake so hot the water literally boils. No, it's not a scene from a fantasy novel, it's a real place. Deep in the volcanic heart of Dominica lies a place appropriately named the Boiling Lake. This eerie, otherworldly lake is filled with water that's constantly bubbling and churning, heated by volcanic vents releasing hot gases and magma from deep within the earth. The temperature at the edges of the lake can reach a scalding 180 to 197 degrees Fahrenheit, and the center is so hot that it's impossible to measure accurately. So while it might be tempting to imagine taking a dip in this volcanic hot tub, I'd advise against it. It's best to admire this natural wonder from a safe distance. So fact fans, which of those mind-blowing facts left you reeling? Was it the ancient air we breathe, the butt-breathing turtles, or maybe the idea that you're a walking, talking colony of microbes? The universe is full of wonders, from the vastness of space to the intricacies of the natural world. And there's always something new and amazing to discover. If you're as hooked on knowledge as I am, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more mind-expanding content from Fact Quiz. And don't forget to share these fascinating tidbits with your friends. Let's spread the love of learning, one mind-blowing fact at a time.